The ball game, baby. Let's go! The moment we've all been waiting for, I think. Pikmin, dead. Done. What a piece of shit. The mole game. We're in, dude. DLC. I don't know if I'm gonna play any of that. We'll see how the game is first. It turns on the mole. What's wrong with the mole game, huh? What, did you want to do it today? If you got a few hours, we can start. Let's go, man. I can play the mole game later. Do you want to start today, though? I mean, I thought you were going to bed in like half an hour, man. We can go. I'm down. I mean, we got a lot of game to get through. Yeah, I'm thinking tonight when I wake up. But if you want to start right now, we can. Since you seem to be bothered, man. By the mole game. Mole it up. Okay. I'm mulling it up, dude. It might be, hey man, it might be good. It might be good, man. I like platformers, man. Multi? The male mole? It's a little loud. Yeah, I fell asleep for an hour or so. Hopefully I can get to bed at like 2 or 3 or something. Coconut Island. We'll see how much I like this. I'll play the DLC if I like it, but... They pulled him off on holiday, man. God damn it, man. Music's chill. I'm seeing worlds or levels or something. This is Mailmole on the Nintendo Switch. I think it's like a Speedman 3D platformer. I think they released a new game recently. I don't remember the name. Maybe I'll look it up later. Not supposed to be super long. Figured why not. You're right on the money. Oh. Guess we're moving on, man. Okay. I was like, can you just keep sprinting? You don't just keep sprinting, you jump and then dash. Yo, this guy's clipping into himself. Oh, really? How did it look, man? Good memories? Bad memories? It's here, dude. We've been waiting for it. The world's been waiting for it. The mole game, dude. Hope you got your snacks and your dicks ready. It's important. Oh, really? Yeah, I must have missed it. I mean, I didn't watch everything, so. Oh no, if you hold Y, you just sprint a little quicker, I see. You just dig a little quicker, it's just kind of hard to tell. Yeah, nice. Mole game, baby. I collect and everything. Why do we collect? Holy! Yo, the mole game's too hard, man. Oh, they're like lives. Man, he gets going, dude. It's a lot of orange. Am I supposed to be collecting all these? Thinking about like just not. This is a Speedy Man game too. I got a lot to get to. What do you guys think about that one? What's interesting, to go quick you have to jump and then press a button. Or anytime you fall. But you can also hold the button down. I'm trying to see if I can trick it here. Although I don't know if you'd even want to bother holding it down. You could just bust ass. It's definitely different. A lot of people on Steam could not adjust to the difference in controls from your usual. I don't think it's like blocked or anything, though. Or am I gonna need a certain amount of these beats or whatever? Maybe I should grab those. Or what's the point? We playing Linus Dice. Yeah, that was supposed to be good, huh? Me playing the mole game. This seems comfy, man. Okay, there is 3 per. Wonder what I get for doing those. I kind of want to try for speed, but you probably have to actually know what you're doing to even be able to time at all. It might be for replays. In first place, you just chill. Holy hell, man. Some rockabilly. Oh, there was one over there. Missed it. Oh, yeah. If I didn't have so many games this month and year, I would go ham on it. Oh, I got gold. Because I like 3D platforms, I like going ham, but I don't know. I might just enjoy just busting through it since it is supposed to be a speed game. Enjoy that aspect of it and just kind of call it after that. We'll see. We'll see how much I like it. Do the DLCs and all that if I'm interested. Gotta say, this UI looking pretty cheap. That's alright. The text, the box is like massive, right? The text barely fits, and we're almost like Comic Sans levels of fucking font going on here. Not a big deal, man. A 3D platform, it's about, well, it depends on 3D platformer. Banjo-Kazooie, you know, that's about aesthetics and music and the charm of some of the NPCs as much as the level design. But in most 3D platformers, it's the feel of the controls and movement and shit. Yo, hats. I guess they fit a whole paragraph in there. There's probably not enough dialogue in this to even justify it. $1,000. Okay, these cost actual like beats or whatever. These are radishes. Summer in Mara's World. Is that their new game? The Mara one? Rita Boy. I was gonna play that, I didn't end up doing it. Sword of the Necromancer. Non-guns, Temtem. Oh yeah, I bought the Red Strings Club. Blasphemous. I'll get the Blasphemous hat. Isn't Blasphemous 2 coming out this year? Bomb Rush Cyberfun comes out in a few weeks, but I'm not gonna have the money or time really, so. Gurumin. Jesus. Lay down, man. Evolution Worlds. What was his name? Eugene, dude? Holy. It's like fucking Dragon Ball Z, man. Roshi was always hitting on Bulma. Well, she might have been older. I don't remember. I didn't watch the original Dragon Ball. How old is Grumman? And that's the Falcom one, right? Fucking Eugene is a fucking mad lad, dude. Two 2004 Falcon. What the? What is going on, man? The backcast. Why the frown? It's the mole game. A little awkward to sprint. You kind of have to do like an extra jump, but it makes it unique. But in some ways, it's almost a little bit more cumbersome. They end up having to go slower in some instances. Goodman. Like E-style or something different? Boss time. That turtle man? Goodman. Yeah, sounds fun, man. I'll listen to more later, but I can blast through this. Yeah, I'll definitely play it. The jazz stuff is what I'm good at. That's what is in game. Ancient ruin. Oh. It's kind of, it just feels like you have to jump and then like kind of do like a sprint. And anytime you're not, you're like super slow. But if you want to sprint and hold, like jump a little higher, you have to hold both down and like charge them. So you're like having to jump between like holding down the button, like every button on the fucking face of the controller, or just like tapping buttons. Yeah, you have to get used to it for sure. Feels like it's kind of like a Y. Why not just to make it a bit more intuitive about just smooth movement, make the level design harder instead of like having it be a little more cumbersome. But I don't think it's like fucked. Just have to decide. I run have a hard time getting golds the first time we do missions that aren't linear. I won't know where to go. We'll start getting a feel for the controller. Yeah, more like a 3D world. Speaking of, I need to play 3D Land. I like 3D World a lot. One of my favorite 3D Mario games. So it's essentially like, imagine you're playing like a Mario game and you're doing jump dives constantly. That's like the movement is jump diving. Like I press A, then I press X, then I press A, then X. Well, it's B, then Y. But you don't have much control on it. You get a little bit. You can change directions on it. You have to time it too. I guess you can mash it. Anytime you're not dashing, you need to be holding the Y button. You do get some of your momentum back. But the biggest problem is you want to do like a dash. Like right here, you can't do like a dash jump. Cause I could try dashing, but that's as high as I could go. You have to go slow. You don't have to hold it long. Actually a pretty small time. Why not just see, that's my thing, like, why do it like that? Why not just have it be like you just hold the button for a little longer to go higher, right? Why change it? Because you have to like do like a charge, it's like, I kind of like, you know, like why bother changing it? Like you have to hold it down here at the bottom and then let go of it. So there's just this extra period where you have to hold the button, and if you're not holding it ahead of time, then it's gonna slow your movement down. And all it is just a reason to like jump a little higher. I mean, I guess he needs to charge up physically or something. I mean, why change it in the gameplay though? It's odd. It's like, feels like it's they're trying to make the controls almost like a little bit more complicated. just a little bit untraditional, just kind of, I don't want to say for its own sake, but why not change it in the level design, man? Or some kind of more unique mechanic, right? Non-stop crispy, yeah. I mean, you could say, hey, you know, I've played so many 3D platforms, I just want to play something with a little different controls. It's not like this is completely unique controls, right? You know, I played this level in Donkey Kong Country, man. Doesn't help it that you can't actually see your guy half the time. It's a little awkward. See, like right there, I have to like hold it down, so I didn't have enough time. You don't have to hold it long, but it's also like, it's easier just to kind of have like a variable. Amount of like a variable jump as you're in the air. I would say so, yeah. I think there's 3D platformers that make it their business to have other things that are the best part of them. Like stuff like Banjo-Kazooie, level design's big, but it's also like aesthetics and music and stuff are a big part of what create the adventuring fun. You know, stuff like Donkey Kong Country, it's a 2D platformer, but you know, it pushes it to another level because of the music and stuff like that. But I would say the thing, yeah, you probably have, surely the most important thing is controls and level design. You know, I guess it depends on if you're doing like I said, like a Banjo, where it's like more gimmicks and mini games and goofy characters and aesthetics and stuff. But even then, I mean, Banjo doesn't feel bad to play, and it's got really good level design. But yeah, I think it as a whole, surely, in general. Like you're doing like, you know, 90% of the gameplay is just moving around, if not all of it, right? You're gonna do some menu work, you know, maybe like some gimmick bosses here and there. Sunshine's awesome. But yeah, you can have the best feeling mechanics in the world. And see, like right there, it's like you have to hold it down a bit. So when you can't see what's coming, you don't know to start holding it. But yeah, I mean, you want good controls. The act of just moving in a straight line, I feel like should be fun in some capacity. Oh my god. It's so weird, man. It's just a jump. See, like this, you can't do that because you have to hold the button down to jump once you're in the ground. That's so fucking bizarre. So you have to actually slow down. You have to hold it a little longer, man. Why bother? Why make it like that? It's like, yeah, it takes a lot of getting used to, but it's... I think it's just like, why even... Like, I can just skip it. I mean, if it's about level design where it's like... You're supposed to focus on going on like the low ground always. Oh, see, crazy. I couldn't even see it was coming. It's like you could beat this whole game and just probably hold the sprint button down, but it's like, well, you want to go fast, right? That's the whole point of this game. But because you have to do like dash jumps and stuff and you can't see where you're going, it's horrible to do that on your first play here. With the Crash Bandicoot level. I don't know. Controls are just odd, man. Ludus talks about? I think it's just a really short 3D platform. I have no idea what it's about. Some little fox dude. Yeah, I can't imagine anything more important than controls and level design for a 3D platformer. I mean, you could have a 3D platformer that's just like white blocks and you're just playing a little sphere or something, and it could be fun, right? It feels good and the movement and places you're in are awesome. That's why this is a little odd. It's just like you could imagine yourself like doing like a lot of these basic things like any other platformer. But this game makes it just a little awkward. It's not like it's crazy like it's some QWOP thing or some shit, right? There's just a few extra button presses, a few extra like goofy things to pull off stuff that you've like done in other games before, I feel like. Because if your dash ends up too short, I just gotta get used to it. True, brother. I agree on the mechanics and controls. Base and true. Be the most important to that one, I'd say. Yeah. Real. It's just like a very pure, simple kind of like genre where you can throw a lot of stuff on it, but like at the end of the day, those things have to like be there. Like you can make a shooter that has all sorts of other stuff, right? Like RPG elements and all that shit, where you can kind of you can throw a lot of stuff away, but so. Like right there, like what do you do in that situation? You're too close to the edge to dash and then jump again. But also, that means you're just gonna have to like, you're too far away where it's like, oh god, it feels horrible to like, have to like move forward a little bit with the sprint. It feels like you should just be always moving. You have to hold the jump longer. But not when you're in the air. Okay. When you're like underground. It's like this shit feels like basic, but I'm dying a bunch. Look. Dude, you have control of your character like well before the fucking thing like starts up. I'd moved already halfway across the fucking screen. I mean, if I just want to win, it's like we could slow it down a bit, but it's like I do not like going slow in 3D platformers and 2D platformers. What is Penny's big breakaway? The Dark Souls? No. No, I wouldn't. Oh yeah, that one looks good. The Penny one. Just play some of the classics, man. 3D platformers are awesome. There's a lot of them. They're usually not giga long. There's like a cool, usually skill curve. A lot of different takes on it. Some are more gimmicky. Focused on like mini games and aesthetics and stuff. Or they'll mix like stealthing or something like your Sly Coopers. The Goda's just like, hey man, I'm only gonna recommend brand new platformers that are or aren't out. This bastard, man. He only recommends things he just played. You just have to rethink how you like do stuff in this compared to most platformers. There's a little bit more like thought you have to put into every jump. Because you might literally just not have the distance to pull some stuff off. Like right there I needed to pull back a bit so I could like give myself the distance to just do a normal jump instead of just having enough timing to like pull the jump off at the end, right? Oh, but you have to jump and then dash to be able to do speedy jump. I don't know, it feels like a lot of extra thinking just to do like the same shit. It's kind of odd. Maybe I'm just overly used to every other 3D platform in existence. Can't go through the water. You have to hold down A, man. You have to be holding it ahead of time too. Like, I need to be thinking that I want to jump up, like in advance, instead of just kind of like reacting. Like, maybe it makes it feel like it's more for like replays sometimes. Oops. I'm gonna try to stop myself, but I wasn't dashing at all. But you could just play it like this, or you just fucking use the sprint the whole time. But like, what's the point of that, right? You can't pre-buff your fucking... Throw away everything you knew about fucking platforming, dude. You can't preset your jump. Him being underground is like integral to like him being able to actually jump high. You can't like pre-prep it. Like I can't like press it right now and be ready for a big jump. So you can't like buffer in a jump like in some other games. You have to be underground. But there's like this big chain of things that have to happen to just get like a higher jump with a little speed. Very odd, man. It might not make sense if you're not like playing it. I can see why so many people bitched about the controls on Steam. I don't think it's like fucked or anything. I don't think it's like just outright bad, but it's one of those just like why? Like why not throw some other spin on the platforming or the level design? Why change it at the controls level? Especially when what you're doing effectively doesn't look all that different from a lot of the stuff you'd see in any other 3D platformer. Like yeah, he's digging underground, but if you like don't think about that, it's not really all that different than just like slide jumping or something like that, but just with a few extra presses and having to like hold jump underneath the earth. I mean, I'm fine with games that are like purposely try to make like different control schemes you kind of have to master. I mean, I Am Fish wasn't like a great game or anything, but I mean, you know, it's like the idea of that's like fine, right? Like maybe it's a more intricate system with more physics and stuff, so they have like a different control system. It can just be kind of like people would use the word artificial, probably. I feel like there's a difference between just having like a unique system and like pointlessly having like straying from the norm. Mole game. Playing the mole game, talking about 3D platformers. Oh, I don't even want these, man. Like just to do a long jump, I jump, dash, jump again. It was like tight timing. But I need like a certain amount of space too. And it's like any other 3D platform, you can just do that with probably like one button or two buttons without any weird like extra timing or like state your character has to be in. It's odd. It's not like just outright like, wow, this is just completely fucked, but like I'd also say it's not like the smoothest feeling either. It's not like super stiff like some, you know, super early like N64 platformers. Like a fucking, you know, like a Mystical Ninja's kind of like stiff or that kind of thing, right? I can't believe I said it either. Since I did. KD Alter. The alternate KD. He's here. He's among us. The Mario Killer. Yeah. Oh, another boss. My thing is too, like, why is the sprint button on Y? You could just have it be on a trigger too. Couldn't sprint and the dash be like separate? Like you have all these buttons on the controller, why just have two buttons? Like, I mean, what is it so you can play this game with an NES controller? That way I could always hold sprint and then the dash would be separate and then I could also jump, right? At that point, he might as well just always move at that speed, I guess, but it's one of those things also, it's like, it's just kind of like an extra annoyance derived purely from the controls. Like you could literally just have like 2 different buttons do something. Maybe there is a button for, let me see. No, I think these buttons are just dead. You can map buttons, let's see. Okay. Awesome. There's 3 buttons. I don't think I would change dash at this point. I could have it be 2 separate buttons at once, but it makes it awkward going up like areas too, because you have to immediately spam the dash button. Mr. Multi. Bullman. The same guy. How does he hit me underground, you might ask yourself? It's a damn good question. I guess I'm just gonna move slowly. More mole than a man. Trogon dialogue. I mean, it's not quite that indie platformer where it has like 10 times too much dialogue than it should yet, but we're getting there. Like, I don't think there's any 3D platformer that needs that much space for text, because they shouldn't have that much to say. I mean, okay, I mean, you could have a 3D platformer that has like a bunch of story and stuff, but if you're going for like a very, I feel like traditional, like basic, kind of like, you know, I'd say this is more classic. You're just going from world to world. It's colorful, it's simple dudes, simple goals. There's not a whole lot of story that needs to be said, right? I would recommend this man some classic. Man out here recommending mediocre games. Dude. What the hell's wrong with him? I haven't played Progun. Someday. Oh no. Yeti Ridge. I don't want to be like fucking rockabilly man. Like shitty about the game for no reason or anything. I mean, some of it might just be me having to get used to it, right? Just because it's not traditional doesn't mean it's like bad or anything. But everything you see, every challenge you see is traditional. It's just how you like control it is a little different. But I don't know if it's a different where it seems like really neat. As much as it is like... Like, it's different, but I don't know if it's one of those like, oh, this is a really neat way of doing it. Controlling that feels fucking way. New Super Lucky's Tale. I didn't play the new one. That's the second one, right? I don't really like that game much. Super Lucky's Tale was just that like, just the most like stock vanilla Scrimble Bimbo game, man. I don't know why you don't adopt the Mario naming scheme. Like the new Super Mario Bros. Games were such a fucking just crazy awesome idea. I guess you want to sound as Nintendo as possible. I just thought it was DLC because there's a bunch of fucking indie games that'll do DLC like that. Yeah, I played the first one and I thought it was just like completely forgettably basic. Like it was not like horrid or anything, it's just... I mean that's... People joke about the Scrimblow Bimblos, man, just because of that shit like that, dude. Like just some mascot platformer with just completely basic gameplay and level design. But doesn't feel like you can have really basic ass level design and just like at least have like, you know, really good controls or something, but it just was kind of like really basic in all ways. Yeah. Mina the Hollower. Not by these people. So that one feels a little better to play with. Or is that somebody else? I don't know what the fuck Mina the Hollower is. Oh, are they making a 3D platformer? Oh, we're doing the Mario World thing. What the? Yeah, camera angle. I see if I fucking make the jump or not, dude. I don't really have to redo this whole area. How about you fuck yourself? Give me those Crash Bandicoot camera angles, dude. You just make a guess, man. You're far enough or not. But see, the thing is, since I need like distance, kind of react to like jump after the dash dig, I want to like land on the fucking edge, man. If you hit the rock, you auto jump. God, dude, it feels so fucking odd, man, the control. I'm about to just start playing really fucking basic so we don't have to keep restarting levels. You're just doing like really basic shit, but like with a slightly different control scheme. And anytime you're not doing it, you're like fucking ultra slow. Slow and steady till I get a feel, I guess, man. Oop. I wanted to back off, but cannot stop on a dime. Yeah, you kinda can. Even just like having a sprint button. I guess there's plenty of 3D platformers that do. Not all, but like 3D World does and it's good. I think it does at least. But just like the feel of the sprint buttons is so different because you need to do the dash dig thing. More safe to go this way, man. The thing is, if you're not like dashing, it just doesn't feel very good at all. But then the dashing feels very odd. They must have been working on it for a while now. I keep thinking I can go underneath shit because that just kind of intuitively makes sense. But you can't. Even though you're underground. I'm guessing they're working on it. Did they make the Shovel Knight puzzle game or was that a different dev? I'm surprised they needed a Kickstarter. I need to stop dashing. The thing is, like, we could just finish easy without it, but I don't know, I don't find 3D platformers fun when I'm just playing, like, really basic. I mean, I still find them fun, but, like, you can always go more fun. But if you actually try to explore the mechanics of it, that goes for any game. Like, if just one thing was different, if like just the ability to like hold the jump button down after the jump to go higher, that would be cool. It's like just enough stuff where it's like this kind of awkward, like hold 20 buttons and press 20 things to like get to like a very basic result. Because there's no reason to really like do even a short hop half the time. I'm just like always holding out. I mean, I get like maybe how it would seem to make sense because you're like a mole, so you come like flying out of the ground, but it doesn't have that vibe to it, man. If I want to say like weight or something, but Okay. How many does this nerd need? There's also like a timing to it, but you end up just smashing it instead. 15. Okay, I need to finish all the levels. I was just doing like 3 at a time. Wait. Apparently I wasn't holding the button down long enough, man. It sucks that you can't hold it in midair. It sucks that you just can't hold the button after you've jumped to go higher. It's like, that sounds like the most basic ass shit. That's like Mario fucking 1 shit. It's like I don't think you don't have to conform to like some standard, but it's like you're gonna do it differently and make it seem worth it. Like I'm not really feeling the like hold the button underground to like plan out your jump thing. Among other problems, I guess. Like you can see like how long it takes, like the flash, that means I can jump high. So like I'll come back down and then like a quarter second, like a half a second later, and I can do like another big jump. It's just like, why? You kind of just have to like wait around a bit. But then it's supposed to be a speed game. It's like, okay, well maybe you're just supposed to dash everywhere. And like really plan your... What the fuck? I was like floating. I was holding the jump button but it wouldn't do it because I was floating. Also, this is his normal speed, this is his sprint. Why even have a sprint? I mean really, like, can you really, you can't handle moving this quick, like this quick, but you can handle this quick? Why even fucking bother, man? Just let me hold one last fucking thing. It's like so fucking like minor, man. I didn't see the point. Oh my god, this glitchy bullshit, dude. He won't go underground if he's touching like the inside of the net. I guess because there's probably like a little bit of a lip on the bottom. But like I need to get right on the edge or I'll fall. So it's like I'm trying to get like in this in-between period and then I end up touching the net. Oh, see, I can't do that because I have to hold the jump. Any other platform, I just jump again, right? I can't do that in this. I have to wait to jump again. But this like period that I have to wait to do like a bigger jump doesn't. It's not like interesting planning it out. Cause it's like just like if it was longer, if I had to wait like a whole 2 seconds or something, like maybe I would plan out how I moved about it and it was like a more methodical platformer, but it's not the case, man. I mean, I should plan it out longer now. What's going on, dude? Can he not dig into that? He's just floating there. He's just floating, dude. What is this gonna get buggy now too, or is that like a special surface? This is the same surface and he can get underground. Hello? Let's try this again. Okay, he did it this time, dude. Oh, now he won't. Please play your own fucking game, dude. What the fuck? Why does he do that? That's not like part of the game. That seems like a glitch. I'm glad it's on the last fucking jump of this part. That already feels like fucking cheeks, dude. My dig meter. The hidden dig meter mechanic. There we go. I had to swap to the other one for some reason. Wow. Not feeling this one. I'm definitely having more issues than I am fun for sure. It's just like the platforming, the level design looks pretty simple, right? Which, I mean, hey, I can handle simple level design if like the controls are fine. Not like bad level design, it's just like simple, right? Like whatever. But like if it felt really good to like move around and bust ass and I could make my own little like shortcuts and stuff like a 3D world, then like that's fine from what I've seen, but like just the controls, man. The nuances of the controls and like having to wait a little bit, the dash dive, the variable jumping and stuff not really being a thing, like having to just hold the sprint the whole time when it's like barely any different, but then also spam the sprint button to like dash dive. It's just like yeah, hopefully my PC handles it. I don't have to run parsec, split screen, and if you try to dash dive, you're going too quick, so it's like I need to just go slow the whole time. Like I'm sure you can go quick if you want. You think of it with like I think of it like a Mario 64 like long jump, right? It's not like too quick where you can't use it everywhere. Like the levels are kind of made to be able to use it in like every instance, but like the dash dive requiring more space to jump again, and then it just like being that quick and stuff, it's like it makes it more difficult to use, if not unusable in like situations like this. Where it's like in a 3D Mario, I'd have multiple situations, like multiple things I could do, right? Like in Sunshine, I could dash, dive, and then do like a flip, like a spin jump out of the dive, right? And I could handle like probably like medium distances or something. Or I could do like a spin jump to go farther, a triple jump, a side jump, and those are all going to give me different speeds and different amounts of distance and stuff. but they're all like relatively simple to pull off or intuitive enough to figure it out. Like the spin jump's probably the only one that's like a little harder, and it's like this just has like two things. It has a jump, the hold jump, and then the jump after the dash. But like a lot of those have like a lot of stipulations to even like pull off. I mean, even Mario 64 has like a kick you can do in midair to give yourself a little bit extra airtime, right? Mario Galaxy has that, like those kind of get out of jail mechanics or whatever. Give yourself just that little bit of wiggle room. I'm not saying this like needs that, but it's like there's not a whole lot of mechanics going on here compared to some like contemporaries. I mean, even stuff like Beebs' game, like Demon's Turf, or obviously stuff like Hat in Time feels good. It's not a drill hat. It's the Blasphemous hat. I bought it. But it does look like a drill, doesn't it? It doesn't really look like it came from Blasphemous. It's like black. I didn't even mean to buy that Temtem. Oh, wait, I don't know if I even did. Yeah, these are all from other indie games. Well, not the ones at the top, but... Yeah, look at these opening levels and I'm like, oh man, this is my jam, dude. Like, I love this kind of shit. But then like I get my hands on the controls, man, and it's just like kind of a different story. Like, it's not completely fucked, but it's like basic thing, right? Just jumping or just dashing around. Just like a little bit of extra something to him. It doesn't help that sometimes the camera doesn't, at the speeds you're going, you don't have a whole lot of time to react. Because it's always at these like set angles and you're fucking like going towards the camera pretty often. Like a Crash Bandicoot problem. It's like it's hard to really want to like bust ass when like I'm gonna possibly go flying off. That was a dash jump, but stopped all momentum. The whole game's struggling to live up to the hype. How could this happen, dude? This feels like it's almost made for the dash, right? Like it's quick. I have time to react and think about it. It's not like too much crazy jumping I have to hold on to. And that one was probably one of the more fun levels. But then you'll get these ones that are just like more like normal. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure if you like replayed them a bunch and practiced and picked your like perfect lines and stuff, you could make it work with the controls. I mean, you could be fun the first time around and something you could optimize later, right? I hope it's good. It looks good. There gonna be like a million of this? Fucking basic ass. You really need all this dialogue to just tell me to go beat up the fucking bad guy, man? You just show him showing up and some crazy music and like an objective on the screen, or one guy could be like, hey, he's back, get him. It's pain, get him. You know, the FPS drop. This guy looks like a fucking Ninja Turtle. Like a fuck one. Who knows? I mean, I might get more and more used to the controls and shit as we go. Like, I mean, I just like 3D platformers. So. It'd be terribly hard to please me, but I mean. Again, I've also played a lot of them, so. Oh, Christ almighty, dude. Why is there dialogue at all, dude? I do the same thing again, but with the cannons. Oops! The dash, man, went flying. But yeah, with this time with a bunch of crazy cannons. What are this guy's sound effects? It sounds like a freak, man. More than he sounds like fun, man. I need to play the Neon Splash standalone DLC for Demon's Turf. I had my problems with Demon's Turf, but overall it was pretty fun. It feels like a fucking gem compared to this. But apparently the Neon Splash just fucking cuts the combat because it sucked, and it just focuses hard on platforming. And I'm like, well, damn. That would be way better. Because the combat shit in Demon's Turf was not very good. And kind of killed the pacing and stuff. See, I don't think necessarily that, like, 18 power cells. Like, it's not like I have a problem with, like, fixed cameras and 3D platformers. I mean, that's, like I said, one of my favorites, like Mario 3D World, in terms of just, like, raw, just level design and gameplay. It's very similar to this in looks, but has just, like, way better feeling gameplay, so the freestyling around just feels better. That's, like, mostly fixed camera angles, right? So was Grooming a platformer? Or was it more just an action game? Oops. Oop. Mainly action? Gotcha. God, this fucking moving camera. I'll like move in a direction, but because the camera's moving, I'm like moving in the wrong fucking direction. Hello? Okay. I forgot I'm delivering mail. I'm the mail mole, dude. Been so focused on energy cells and shit. I guess we're delivering mail so that they turn on their energy cells, was it? I don't remember the lore or the plot. That's the next one these people are doing? Like, it seemed better. I mean, this got removed on Steam too. Yeah, literally everything. How many Mira fucking games are there? Okay, what were these devs doing there? There's Summit and Mara's World. Koa and the Pirates of Mara. How many fucking Mara games are there? Literally everything. I do wonder how the landscape of Steam reviews would be if you could put like a mixed option. Oops. I need to look up and see what these devs are doing after this. I thought there was... One of the reasons I was playing this was that their new game seemed alright. This... Cactus Pool. We're going to Cactus's Pool, dude. He's rich. It's like I'm gonna look up the other game they're doing. I'm forgetting. Oh, yeah, I should pick up that Paranormal Site game. I just don't got the money right now. It'd be a great October one, but I don't know. Maybe it'll go on sale again. Mail Mall plus express delivery. Game has a 94%. Type it says this is Koa and the same 5 Pirates of Mara. mean, it's the same devs. The publishers, undercoders. Like, at least according to Steam, it's the same devs. Unless they're Chi Big's working on it too. Who's that? It's Chi Big, Talpa Games, which is this dev, the Mail Mole. And then Undercoders, which was the publisher for Mail Mole. So it's got two publishers working on it, and then the people that made this. And I imagine the only non-publisher is probably the one that actually is deving it. So yes. That's why I was playing this. Partially because I was interested in that game. And I was like, did I just get the names wrong? I mean, according to Steam, that's the case. If you click the dev's name, the second dev, it's Mail Mole. This level's alright because it's a little larger. I can work with it a bit. What's up, buddy? Extra life. Oh, I'm good, brother. Wait, you go get a life. Oh my god! I can't see what's coming, dude. Like, I just wish I could see what's coming. I could probably, like, react and actually, like, control the speed and be ready for it, but because you're going so fast, you don't have the camera hasn't fucking even turned yet. It's like, for replays, that's one thing, but here, man. Whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy. You might need to turn down your copium dosage, my dude. Fucking Yoshi P, man, putting out a free month during like a busy ass month for me for games. I mean, I could spend like 2 days and get through like all the new FF14 content I care to do. Or I'll wait for the next free month, which I'm sure will happen. In the fucking like year we have until the next expansion. Yeah. I might, yeah, after BG3 one of these days. I just want to try to get all the Armored Core games done before 6, but I don't know, that's a lot. I'm starting to think I might just do like each numbered entry instead of the side ones. But in the case of Armored Core 5, the best one is the side one, same with 4. 4 answers better than 4. Mustache, bro. Yeah, I still have fun. Still talking about it. Curious to see where the devs go in the next game. It's cool having more reference stuff for 3D platformers. Want to make sure I give this game a shot. I mean, it might be untraditional in some ways and unintuitive, but maybe it'll click in some kind of capacity. Fucking, is this rockabilly? Is that what it's called? This fucking music? It's like Americana shit, man. Super basic. I'd rather have the whole game just be these, man. Think. Yeah, some of the sound design A little basic. Yeah, the same labs. God, these levels are too fucking orange. Beebs' game had that fucking problem. There were some levels that were like all one color. And if you have like any contrast or anything, man, it ended up just fucking like destroying your eyes. I refute your arguments and bring forth my own. Yeah, a lot of the visuals and like UI and sound design's a little basic. Yo ho ho. Yuki Swamp. Thanks for teleporting me over here, buddy. That's fine. It's whatever works for you. And I run a stream where I talk about games the whole time. I'm of the mind that I can have my opinion changed and give stuff a shot and all this and that. Dude, I hate that you can control yourself during the fucking black part of the screen. Just fucking cut that shit out and put it over the fucking like like put it over the actual gameplay so I could just get moving. We all have a finite amount of time. Whatever's makes you more happy, really, man. I'm very picky about what we end up playing. I'm willing to give a lot of stuff a shot, but I look through an ass load of games every day. End up like cutting out most of them. Nice. Really just doing these deathless will probably get you close enough. I usually croak, but the thing is I don't really like playing slow and steady. I like playing like hardcore, fast, and then just get good so that I could pull that kind of stuff off in the future. Like I feel like if you don't push it in a 3D platform or any kind of platformer, then you don't really get better. So it's like you might as well do the ballsy thing that kills you a lot. And then by the end, really feel good about like nailing everything. Moldfish. Holy moly. This just makes me want to play 3D Land, since I haven't done it yet. I'll have to at some point. Mario 3D Land. The 3DS one. Oh man, I was hoping I could kind of like turn that there. Alright, I'm just dead. You can't, I'm not actually jumping there, he's just auto jumping. He can't dig, he just like jumps over and over. The yo hop. I got like a Mario thing going on. Yeah, that's another thing. I just find these kind of games like kind of fascinating in a weird way. Second. Oh, I'm glad I sent Pikmin back today. They just sent me Nuclear Blaze. I thought they were gonna send it tomorrow. Close one. That one seemed interesting. It's from the makers of Dead Cells. Which I was alright about. I don't think I liked it as much as most people, but the game where you're like in some kind of crazy like science experiment lab that's on fire. You're like a firefighter, it's kind of like an action platformer. You gotta take out the fires, but there's like a mystery to it. Supposed to be decent. We'll see. The damage sound, yeah. You're not wrong. What's over here? Oh. I don't care. That's a good question, Peng. Why do I get hit by bullets when I'm underground? One of the many mysteries of the mole game. Why isn't the game based on ducking underground to dodge shit and certain obstacles? That'd be unique for a 3D platformer. along with platforming. Like maybe you have like a set jump, or like a slight variable jump when you come flying out of the ground, but otherwise you're like ducking under shit. Maybe you move quicker when you're above ground, and then you duck under shit, move a little slower. Who knows, but I don't know. That's maybe not the best answer. You ask yourself, why is it just a normal 3D platformer with the mole thing, but then with shittier controls? Yeah, exactly. Like dash into a platform and then go up. It's literally just like a basic 3D platformer where I have to press like, I have to hold down the jump button to actually jump higher before I jump. There's no like hold A to like jump higher kind of thing. You have to prep it. And then also if you want to dash, you have to jump and then dash. Alright guy, I really don't fucking care. And a lot of the controls just feel fucking odd, man. And the Unity assets, yeah. That's my thing, is there's nothing like unique like about the feel, yeah. It just kind of randomly decides it wants to be like slightly untraditional in controls, but it doesn't really bring anything like I feel like new to the table. Like some kind of cool digging mole thing, yeah. Like maybe you could like, yeah, climb into shit, then launch out, and it'd give you like a lot of height and speed and level design based on that kind of shit. I don't know. Can I just do this without? Ready for another boss? Like it's fun. It's not like it's just, I hate playing it or something. It's just like, it just feels a little like why do some of it? Like right there, you're going really fast, right? But there's no way I can make that jump because you have to hold the jump button for half a second underground every time. It's like, well, what's the point? Like it makes it a little harder maybe, but like, not really more fun. Put the challenge elsewhere. Instead of a mole subway. Yeah, that's my thing. It's like, why a mole, right? I could just be some dude, man. It's not like a bear and a bird or something in a backpack. Like with a bear, it's like, I mean, what is a bear really gonna do that's special, right? Like, you can just have him be like a basic thing like in Banjo. Since the bird's attached to the backpack. Even then, he'd still flap and fly. But like, yeah, mole, there's plenty of cool stuff that would kind of work with it that would feel like more unique. Whoops, I accidentally dashed because the sprint button and the fucking dash button are on the same thing. So if I just want to hold down the sprint, but I accidentally start holding it down right before I'm about to land on something, it'll dash instead. There's only 2 buttons in this game, by the way. Another one of those like modern games that has like every button on the face of the earth on a controller, but it's fucking working with an NES loadout. Why sprint and dash aren't on a separate button is fucking bizarre, dude. Yeah, like if you're gonna do action, I could like dive under and like dodge shit, but you still get hit. If anything, being underground makes it so the visibility of your character is lower, because you're just this like little piece of dirt that is occasionally like popping up and down. The fuck was that? They just disappeared. I can't wait for the next time we fight the UFO man. Jesus Christ, my ear. How do we know King Rat was behind it? Did he say something about him? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, pal. Fuck you. Every time I see this one on any like any brand where they have to underline real cream and sugar, that's where we're at these days, man. Half of the shit I see has to let you know the ingredients are fucking real, dude. Like, good God, I fucking hope so, man. What's up, Sam? Speaking of coffee, Dougie Jones. No thanks. In 10 years. Well, welcome to this one, the mole game. It's very I wouldn't call it outright just bad or anything, but very questionable control choices. And I mean, everything else is kind of basic too. You're getting like kind of basic platforming design, but with like kind of an oddball control scheme with not that many mechanics in the first place. It's been fun talking about it, and I mean, I just like 3D platformers, so there's certain baseline there, but there's been a lot better indie platformers that have come out the last few years. But this was very positive on Steam. What is fucking in my throat? Yeah, it sounds like a donation sound, doesn't it? Ripper was right about that. Like a generic donation sound. Oops. Backed away. If one more person tells me how to spend my time, I'm turning you into the male mole, man. You guys are going straight to mole prison. You'll become the male mole. You could be playing male mole. This has DLC too. We got some hot DLC. I don't know if I'm gonna play the DLC. I was thinking about it before we started playing it. I was like, oh, this could be fun. Now I'm like, I don't think I'll be playing the DLC. Thinking about the mutant baby from Eraserhead, dude. a good feel. I didn't really notice it was him that much until like you said it. But once you started seeing his mannerisms and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I know exactly who this is. It's like in the poster, it's kind of hard to tell. But I'm like, oh yeah, dude. You lost your case. Do you have a place you normally put your cases? Yeah, I really liked his acting. Apparently he kept that same hair for 5 years because it took them a long time to like get all the production figured out and stuff. Absolute dedication, man. Fucking Giga of Chad, man. Running around with the eraser head fucking hair for 5 years. I should have kept it for his whole life. Always the same place. Did you like take the plastic off in the kitchen and leave it in there? Or take it off in your car or something? Did it fall behind like a cabinet? Next to your Switch? Your Switch dock wasn't working. Hopefully it's nothing, yeah. I just had some storms. Power didn't go out, but I had like a micro flicker, and that always scares me. Could be. I go swimming with my games all the time. My mail mole copy. I'm grabbing that. This camera's fucking rancid, dude. Yeah, I liked it. Probably the best Pikmin. But they're all good. There's a few little things here and there that I'd say maybe could have been better that I liked better in the older ones, but I think as a whole, it's just the best one. Really a solid game, definitely one of the best that came out this year. Quite good, quite juicy. Oh, really? I mean, you could take it chill. That game allows any speed. It's only the side content and high ratings that really will push it a bit. Mostly just the ratings. 100% wouldn't be hard. The font, yeah, that font and the text size. I mean, it all feels a little tacky, right? Oh yeah, my rockabilly. Glad to hear it, Ping. Good to hear somebody getting into something, anything really. Especially something that's been around for a while. I feel like I'll enjoy it, just because it's going to be just a different take on MMOs. And I'm going to enjoy the scale and stuff. You don't see a lot of people take any kind of risks or anything with MMOs anymore. It's usually the theme park action or rotation based kind of stuff. And I mean, that's fun. I like FF14 plenty, but it'd be cool to see something just a little different. Slick UX. But yeah, it's just really long, so I haven't gotten into it. Like hearing the song loop, really obviously. Just makes me play Sonic Adventure. I have fun with Sonic, man. Gotcha, Sam. That's fair. Well, you just watch it then, yeah. Dead Dory. I'm gonna play it someday, yeah. I've always planned on it. Guardian's been trying to get me to play it for like 4 or 5 years at this point. I intend to at some point, but I mean, who knows when. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add a few plugins. Best Girl Prish. So, is it just like a custom servers don't have certain NPCs, or are there certain like server specific NPCs? Which voucher to use? Mario Wonder coming out this year. Well, there's probably better shit to get. It looks to be more creative than the last few 2D Marios, but I don't have... I mean, I'm interested in it. I'm gonna be playing it for sure, but I'm a little skeptical just because, you know, they haven't really done like a really awesome 2D Mario in a long time. I guess I haven't done a battle in a while, but I wonder how juicy it'll be. I hope it's up there with some of the other like really godly like AAA 2D platformers. Tropical Freeze and shit. Capcom did say that they're interested in some kind of Mega Man something. Dude, where's the checkpoint? You're really gonna put a checkpoint before all of this, like, fucking, like, dull ass fucking waiting around shit? I mean, I guess I don't have to wait, but because I need to, like, prep up my jump, it's more safe to wait around, man. Jesus, it's like walking speed too. Yeah. I try to get cute, man. Level's fucking boring as hell, man. It's not quite an auto platformer, but like since you have to walk with them, I'm just gonna die real quick. There you go, 30x. Go play that Mega Man Legends inspired roguelike. What was it called? Something Eden. I hate having to fucking hold A to do a big jump, dude. You have to hold it from the ground, not in the air. I hate that you can't like react quickly. You have to like wait half a second to do any fucking big jump. This feels like fucking dookie, man. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to hold the sprint button down, but because they're the same button, you gotta be careful when you turn on the sprint. Because if you press sprint when you're close to the ground, you do a dash instead. Since you're always jumping, that's all the time. Weird, I feel like just looking at this game, you'd think, oh, this looks like... Oh, this looks really, you know, like it could be fun, but like a lot of these basic things I'm doing require just a little bit different controls than you're used to, and a little unintuitive, and there's a little bit of like middle ground you have to cover. Like you don't just sprint, you have to do like a jump into a sprint. Like you don't just dash, you have to like jump, and then right when you're about to hit the ground, then you do a dash. But then you also, to be able to jump anything higher than a hop, you have to hold the jump button down underground for half a second. So it's like, it seems like it would, this just looks like some basic platforming, but it's like just goofy enough, man. It just kind of feels just bad enough that since not much else is actually very solid in this, this just kind of makes it annoying. Yeah, this was in the middle of the morning at a KDkill apparently. A year ago. Yeah, I don't like the flow much. My biggest thing is like, it's just still doing very basic 3D platformer things, just with less intuitive controls. I'm like, maybe one thing it feels like we were talking about earlier, and we were doing like really unique mole stuff, like digging into walls and dodging stuff by going underground, and like, you know, maybe when you're above ground you're faster or something, or you could like, you know, get really big vertical height or something here and there. Like cool like kind of flow movement and shit, but it's like, it just doesn't have any like, not really doing anything unique. It's just like making you do it with different controls slightly. It doesn't feel terribly great. And if you don't want to go fast, then all you do is essentially just hold sprint and jump, right? Like straight up Mario Bros. 1 shit, man. But since you have to press the dash button when you're about to hit the ground, if you're going like up ledges, that means you just spam it. And since there's variable heights all the time, you're essentially just always spamming sprint and holding the jump button down. But it only uses 2 buttons on the controller, which is bizarre. Because you could easily have like 3 or 4 and actually have it feel a little better. Just odd, man. Like, it's not just like completely fucked or something, but I feel like the dash works better in like wider open areas, but like there's not a whole lot of level design that like feels like it's super made for it. I mean, you could say it's all technically made for it because you could, you know, perfectly do your dashes everywhere to like speedrun the whole fucking thing, but like it doesn't feel like something you'd be able to do in a first playthrough easily. I don't know when my dash runs out either. Like, obviously you get like a long jump when you do your dash, but unlike a Mario long jump, where he's in the air the whole time he's doing it, you know exactly when it's gonna stop because he's gonna hit the fucking ground. This one's like, when does he stop dashing? Like, I don't know. So if I try to like time my distance or my jump a certain way and then I run out of juice, I just get like a dead jump. It's just like, it seems like really small nitpicks, but like, I feel like you're throwing your hat into the ring of like 3D platformers. All of those little, I feel like, nuances and controller kind of issues like snowball together into like way bigger issues. Great auto platformer or auto scroller. Wonderful. Yeah, this is the daily life of moles. I think people are just starved for 3D platformers. Yeah. Yeah. That's my thing, is it's extremely, like I said, the amount of mechanics, I mean, you sprint, you jump, and you have 2 different heights of jumps, which obviously you have to like hold half a second underground to get the big one. And then, yeah, your dash, which has like a little bit of a jump, like that's it, right? Like, super basic. So like, if those basics felt really good, and then the level design was really cool, I'd be fine with that. I mean, I don't mind basic feel, like you just gotta give me something, man. Like, I don't know. Like, the basics don't feel good, and we're not exactly like breaking new ground on mechanics or level design either, man. God, the spring green, dude. Hits me hard as hell, dude. It's not Comic Sans, but it's close, man. Like right there, it's like I can't really make that jump. Because when you come out of a dash and jump, you just get pretty much like a horizontal jump. It's barely got any height to it. Height. You can do a big jump, but you have to be underground for like a quarter second to a half a second. So when you're going really quick, you're not really, don't have a lot of time to be underground. But like a lot of the time you'll dash and just not have the space or time to keep moving quickly and then hold the jump to give yourself a big jump. You can't buffer it in before you go underground too, unless I've missed something. Like right now I can't buffer it, I have to wait till I hit the ground. It's pretty quick when you get underneath there, like I said, quarter second. Maybe a little bit more, but that's just enough, right? To kind of be like, feel like shit. Like when you're going like this fast. Like I can make that jump because I don't have to have height. It just feels like the level design, like you could have these controls in this setup where it's just essentially doing like long jumps with an extra press or two. But half the time the platforming is made for the really slow movement, like basic jumps. Like if they just change it so that you jump and then you hold the jump longer after you're in the air, go higher, this game would feel like 20 times better. But instead they have it so that you have to hold the jump while you're underground for a quarter second or more, and that just kills a lot of momentum. Maybe it makes for more planning for like speedrun stuff, but it doesn't really feel better. I'd rather that challenge be in the level design, not the like arbitrary amount of time I have to wait to like jump. Is your room pretty dirty? Is this gonna be, is that a big task? How many more of these do I need? I can get some more cells by racing her, I think. Like right there, it's like I can't dash into that because I have to get the big jump. And that's too much. So it's like you end up just kind of needing to just not bother or like really get everything super duper precise, which like, I mean, I'm not, I mean, like, what have I got to replay this like 10,000 times? It's not even like ultra fun the first time. Oh, gotcha. Alright, well, let's do a race, I guess. Oh, okay. Sick. Maybe regardless, yeah, or you put it something on top of it. Delete the game there. Hello? Okay. Alright. Oops. Oh, you really can't get up that way? You have to actually do it this way, man. No alternatives. Epic. We epic. Nice. It looked like you could climb up that shit, but I guess they're hay bales, but those perfectly square hay bales on Earth. I really hate the camera in this game too. A lot of the like preset camera movements and stuff give you very little time to like see ahead of you, or they fuck with your depth perception. That's the good shit right there. Yeah, good. I was just talking about. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Ooh. Ah.
Is that the next thing they're working on? Did they say like when it was coming out, roughly? Damn. Like when you get going on some of these more basic levels, it's not too bad. But it still feels a little odd, man.
Ooh.
So I feel like I'm having to like try hard for like very basic stuff. I feel you, Outcast. I don't even have money for anything fun at all. But, oh well. Thank God for renting. So, Death of New Characters Challenge will lead into Lunastice 2. Are they gonna do like something longer? So. Attention order received. Is this the finale or are we almost done? I've been kind of focusing down the story. Oh, okay. The Sonic Adventure. Are there any other platformers on the fucking Dreamcast? Adventure's fun though. First floor. Not the words I want to hear. I'm sure there's something else. Lava. He's also an UFO. What are these sound effects? And they're like peak too. Trials of the Male Mole. Fucking music, dude. Oh, really? This is a new mechanic. Time for these glitchy things again. Great, I like popped into the wall. Did we redo this whole thing? Okay, thank God, dude. That shit is fucking way too long. Although it's pretty much the whole thing. That's pretty far back. Holding the sprint button down the whole time. My thumb's about to fucking give out. Might start using claw grip. Switch is not as comfortable to press all these buttons at once. Great, there's nothing you can do to come back from falling off of that thing. Fucking annoying, dude. Yeah, being a mole doesn't matter at all. Yeah. Having to sit there and hold that fucking jump button, man. It's just the bane of like all the platforming in this. It's hard to even tell where I am when you're just a dirt mound, bro. Wonderful. Long ass fucking checkpoint, man. A solid 2 fucking minutes straight of platforming. But this game is a wondrous fucking mechanic too. This music's grating. Trying to like speed it up because we're technically on a timer, but you probably have enough time as long as you don't like spend too much time fucking around. Jesus, dude, there's not a lot of ways to get in there, man. Wouldn't mind 2 minutes straight with no checkpoint if it didn't feel like fucking dog shit, man. Why does everything have to be so fucking orange, man? My man's orange, the fucking background's orange, the ground's orange, the lava's orange, the platforms are fucking orange. Only the fucking top of the platform is any different color. That one chunk of wall. Need to use his shadow more because sometimes it's hard to gauge where the fuck I am. Wonderful, dude. I need to like purposely turn it. I'm trying not to like fall on the side, but I'm also trying to get on like the left and right side, but because the depth perception is fucked, hard to even tell. Oops, I hit the sprint button and it gave me a dash. Fucking wonderful mechanic. 2 buttons. It's just so simple and easy to use. 2 buttons. Make it 3 buttons. Not have fucking ever the chance of me hitting a button having another button pop up. I don't need like contextual fucking buttons in a fucking 3D platformer, dude. I want like consistent, responsive controls. I have to do this weird like snaking thing just because you have to wait so long to jump. I mean, they're not mine. That's the wonderful world of David Lynch fans. 7TV. Oh, can you? Have to remind me to do it later. Oh, great. Wow, the same checkpoint, dude. 4 minutes ago. Epic. Epic platformer. Well, yeah, we put a checkpoint 1 minute in and then one in 7 minutes in. Do you like it? I didn't mean to do any of those sprints, man. Oh my god, and I keep getting the short hop because you have to sit there for half a second to fucking jump. What fucking mad lad, in the year of the Lord is so much material to work with. Besides this is what the fuck they want to do, man. Just sit on your ground for a quarter second and hold the button. That's not going to destroy any flow at all, then. When people say artificial difficulty, that's... Sometimes you'll roll your eyes, but in this instance, man... yeah, it's just kind of like... slightly more convoluted controls to get to like the exact same result as any other platformer. I could probably shorten my time underground, but it's really hard to tell. There's no like sound cue really. There's a visual cue, it's just a small like orange pop-up. But good luck seeing it, man. And it's so quick to charge, but not quick enough to actually like pretty much not even be there. Like you still have to wait a bit. I need to play Chameleon Twist. Jeez, that was more of a pain in the ass than fun. That was floor 1. Found it, where was it? Feels longer than it was, it get really annoying. Yeah, I know the feel. Some games are cool in like an hour or two fucking burst, but they don't have like the variety or the idea doesn't have legs for like a full like 10-20 hour game. Yeah, the dude's mic quality is fucking odd, man. The Rat King, and he's like in a fucking like mobster vest, and gambler's vest. What is he pulling up? He has no pants. Orange, 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 and orange. Why would I need to buy lives? Oh, he gives you total extra. Sure, I guess, bro. I thought he just refilled them. I was like, what the fuck? What does this take me to? I don't even want to know. It's probably just the rest. It's probably going back to town. Yeah, it's so orange. That my guy's also orange. It's just fucking goofy as shit, man. The bullets are orange. The cannons themselves are the color of orange with white. Great. Didn't hold the jump long enough. I'll try to be quick, but you gotta like sit there and wait a little bit. Do I gotta keep these extra lives? Yeah, the jumping, changing the thing is pretty funny. Cause like, yeah, every Mario game since like Galaxy I think has done it. Okay, you get to keep your lives. That's neat. Good for this location. Although since you're kind of on a timer, the lives are only so useful. And since there's just like death traps where you're not getting out of, it's kind of like whatever. I can be a little ballsier. God, these camera angles are fucking atrocious. Like if that was just like the camera behind me and those fucking like cacti, you wouldn't even get hit. But because it's this like weird ass angle that's like constantly changing. Oh, wonderful. Okay, that's apparently where the death zone is. Can't even really tell. Is there like lava there? Like clear. Mario 64 ROM hacks. Yeah, I need to play some of that. Yeah, I saw the Mario 64 only up thing. It's something you could only pull off with the PC version, it seems like. I can't see myself wanting to play an only up with Mario 64 controls. Oops, I was looking away. Oh, there's new physics. Bizarre. I love these sound effects, brother. Awesome. I hate having to sit underground for 5 fucking years to jump. Or to jump with like any kind of height. I guess I don't have to do a long jump to get over these, it's hard to tell. If you don't, you give yourself a very tight fucking window. That beats the whole point. Dude, I hate having to wait to jump. That's the exact situation that it fucking feels horrible in. When you only have like a split second to jump. And you need the big jump to get over it. But you just literally fucking can't. Because you have to sit here and wait for it. It's like the worst fucking feeling shit. It's like, why, if you're gonna put your stamp on 3D platforms, why there? Why changing how a basic fucking jump height mechanic works? It doesn't feel like good. It's not like one of those like gimmicks in like a Kirby or something where like you're actually playing a mole and it's like, or like you're wearing like a suit in Mario and, you know, like launches you up and it's like some cute little fucking thing you do for 2 seconds. Like it doesn't even feel like some cool kind of like explosive like launch into the air as like a mole or whatever. It's just like, God, man. It's like, why, man? Mad Catz controller version? Yeah. I wouldn't want to play some randomly changed physics just to try to pull off like a Mario only up. There's already been so many copies of that game, and that game's already just a copy of like, I feel like the Bennett Foddy crap. Streamer bait games, man. Couldn't care less. Yeah, more. Fucking horrible music. Why was the first one so hard and the second one was fucking cake, man? Yeah, I've heard of a bunch of good ones. I've got a bunch written down. I don't remember what they all are, that's why I wrote them down. Like Star Road was one of them or something. I just want like fun ones that are just cool shit. I'm not really interested in just like Kaizo, Mario 64 shit. It's like every fucking boring ass ROM hack. It's just fucking the same thing. But like, with worse level design and way harder. There's ones that are harder, like Banjo-Kazooie's Jiggy's a Time, where it can get a little goofy, but like overall that still is trying to do something cool and pulls off like a nice aesthetic. It has like actually rounded levels that aren't just like trying to purely be Kaizo for the sake of it. I like the feel of it. I mean, Mario 64 is not my favorite feeling Mario game, but I'll definitely play ROM hack. This dialogue is fucking horrible. And it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, the story doesn't really matter much, but it's like, I mean, if we couldn't even bother, like, interrupting the gameplay, I could at least not be fucking, like, like, that's fucking bad, right? Like a waste of fucking time. Yeah, the overly like real animated like bullshit where it feels like it's some almost ghetto mocap with the bad mic quality and dialogue and his like odd like almost like they're going for, he's not even like a stylized rat other than it being anthropomorphic, man. It's like, it looks odd, dude. Did we win? I mean, I'm willing to play their other game because there's just not enough 3D platformers these days. But yeah, this one doesn't spark a lot of hope, man. I mean, there's some cool things here. Like, I mean, if the controls are a little better, at least some of the level design would be like, it's not great, but like, you know, it could be fun on just like a basic kind of just passing kind of level. Like if they could just clean some of that up in the presentation, it's like, you know, it could be a bit better, but thing is, like, I feel like every 3D platformer, at least that I've played in the last few years that's come out that's newish, it's been pretty solid. God, even Super Lucky's Tale almost passes over this, man. Yeah, I mean, and then you could play from the plethora of like old ones. Yeah, the second ukulele game is good. It's like Donkey Kong Country. I liked it better than the first one. The first one was trying to be Banjo-Kazooie and just really really failed at the level design. And it just didn't have the charm. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the new one's better. Okay, well, that was the mole game. I gotta take it out first. I'm not 100%ing out. Not doing the DLC. Fuck the mole game, dude. I guess we could say my piece. Let me go get a drink and then I'll come back and we'll do a little. I mean, you've been hearing me bitch about the game for 2.5 hours. But, we'll just be general about it again. The usual end of the VOD thing. Probably be done for the day too after this. Ooh-wee. Be right back. Tropical Freeze fucks. One of the best 2D platformers ever. Probably the best AAA platformer. Although I really like the Rayman 2D platformers, by the way. Well, I really like the Rayman Origins and Legends games too. They don't make a lot of 3D platformers, like big budget ones in this day and age. It's at least the best one in the last 10 to 15 years. 2D ones at least. Like big budget 2D platformers. Yeah, maybe Wario Wonder. Yeah, you get new Super Mario Bros, Donkey Kong, the Raymans. What other like raw platformers do you even get these days? I guess Mega Man 11. That was good. Why does GameFly just never open anymore? Anyways, Mail Mole. I didn't like it. Might shock you after how I've been talking about it, but did not think this was very good. Obviously, it's a little short, but I mean, I skipped some, you know, a lot of the challenge content and the DLC and stuff. They charge $15 for it, and it comes with all the DLC, I think, so it's not too bad. The big thing though is it kind of blows in like most aspects. the biggest thing is I feel like the unintuitive controls that are kind of just changed for the sake of changing them from your standard platformer. This doesn't really introduce any new mechanics or approaches to 3D platforming to like capitalize on the mole or just to something new to throw at it, right? That it warrants changing how the feel of the just basic jumping is. Like, if you're gonna have it be that I have to wait a quarter second or more to like jump high instead of just having it be a variable length of hold in the midair, like I hope there's something else there that really makes that feel good. Like I hope that jump feels really special and is used in cool areas. Instead it's just like a basic high jump. It's not like a launch, or the level design doesn't really work amazingly with it. It feels like I'm doing like really basic typical 3D platforming with like more steps and more unintuitive controls. So I didn't buy the control scheme there. I feel like half the time the dash, I'm sure if you really speedrun it and figure out all of your angles just right, the dash can be used pretty often. I found just in basic gameplay it was too fast, coupled with the having to wait underground for a certain amount of time to really work with the level design. And I would never say anything's too fast in a 3D platform. I prefer fast, hardcore, just non-stop. But like with the level design, I feel like at least on a first casual playthrough, it's like I feel like you need to know what's coming, and the camera didn't always work with that. You need to exactly have like these kind of like hold jump, like these arbitrary timings down, and I don't know if you want to just spam out the dash or know and just not use the dash. It's just this weird stop and go, and it just doesn't have like a flow to it. And mechanically, it's super simple. It's essentially just a dash with a slight long jump, 2 forms of like jump height, and like that's it, man. There's a ground pound too that you rarely use, just switches and like a couple bouncy castles, and it's like, it's really basic. And I'm like, okay man, well if it felt really good, I can handle basic. I'm just always in the mood for 3D platformers, but it didn't feel really good, and it was basic. And the level design, like, I mean, yeah, it was obstacle course. I like that stuff. I think things like 3D World do it really well, because you get a lot of branching paths, or a lot of paths, or ways you can kind of express your skill level and skip shit and like capitalize on getting better on controls and stuff. But the thing is, in 3D World, it feels good off the bat, and then it just feels better as you go, and you get more of a mastery of it, and the level design's really tight to let you do that kind of stuff. You can play it really basic, or you can skip like everything because you're just going ape shit, even if it's like harder that way. And like that's the fun of like an obstacle course 3D platformer like this. But I feel like this one was just mechanically too like surface level and felt just fucking awkward enough. Not just because of like some standardized way 3D platformers are, but just in general. Like there's a reason since fucking Super Mario Brothers there's been like variable jump heights and stuff, and you want to mix it up, that's totally fine. But why mix it up when you're doing the exact same thing as every other platformer? You might as well capitalize on the kind of like tight controls that they've created, and then just try to make really good levels or put some kind of spin on it somewhere else. Like, why there? Yeah, that too. It's like the visuals, the sound. I mean, there's like way too much orange everywhere. Like it can be kind of hard to even see where he is, like his dirt mound and stuff. Like a lot of like, I mean, the fonts and the text boxes and just the amount of like dialogue for how short it is. It's just like, it's just got this certain, like there's not really a whole, I mean, it's trying to be charming. It's bright, it's colorful, it's got animals, you know. You're a little mole guy delivering mail, but like it just doesn't own the aesthetics or the style like at all. I don't feel like a goofy mailman. I'm not like running through like the city, or you know, like, oh, he's having a rough day, and then or somebody took over the mail office who's evil or something, and now he's got to go around everywhere and like turn in mail. It's just like the town's power is out, so he delivers mail, and then the power comes back on, and it's a mutant ninja turtle, and then a rat with like weirdly mocapped animations that are the bad guys. They're just like It's like whatever, dude. Trying to revive furry. I don't think this one doesn't scream furry. This one screams like it's trying to be charming, but yeah, the age-old question. So yeah, it's just I didn't like the music. I respect the furry hustle, man. You know, put what you want into your games. That doesn't mean I have to like your game. Not that I don't like some furry games. It's whatever. Like, I don't care. It's about the game for me. You can throw whatever fetishes you want in it. But yeah, this one, yeah, it's like I mean, it's cool. There's like, you know, customization with hats and stuff. But it's like everything visually just looks so scuffed already. Everybody's clipping into their own shit from Go, and it's like, I mean, you're seeing a bunch of like textures just like fucking just getting cut off with other textures with shit on top of it. It reminds me of like Pokemon, like new Pokemons in some aspect. And it's like, that's fine if the most important things are 3D platformer, the controls and the platforming felt really good, but when they're not, it's like, okay, well, you want to fall back on, you know, the charm or the sound or the visuals, and it's like, those are just kind of scuffed too. I mean, Jesus, the final boss was like peeking the mic, and it was like blowing my fucking ears out, man. Like, come on, you know? Although bad sound balance is pretty industry standard at this point. Well, I mean, back then it was just style, right? Like, Star Fox wasn't a fetish thing. It was just anthropomorphic creatures. Now I feel like anthropomorphic is so attached at the hip to, like, you know, fetishism or furry stuff that it's hard to, in some aspects, kind of separate there. Because every time I play a game with the anthropomorphic creatures, somebody comes in and says, "Is this a furry game? Is this a sex game?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so." But I mean, that's just how it is. It is. So. I mean, if the game's good, I don't give a fuck. Rabby Ribby's just a bunch of chicks in leotards the whole time, and it's like, it's a good game. Yeah. Anyways, not a big fan of Millmole. I don't think it's just like atrocious. Like, it plays, right? It's not like it's super stiff and, you know, it's just drawn out and, you know, super overpriced and stuff. Like, maybe it's just like a first try at a platformer. They're trying to mix it up a little bit. That's cute, man. Cool beans. But no, I was not a big fan. Played a lot of these. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up new Super Lucky's Tale. No, I wouldn't give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, I can rent new Super Lucky's Tale. So that's different from Super Lucky's Tale. Because I passed on this in the past because it was like, I thought it was the exact same shit. Because I think that naming scheme's horrible and people should stop copying Nintendo. Because they don't always know best. Oh, it's on Game Pass? No shit. How long was it? Six and a half hours. Main stuff. Just jump, burrow, and tail swipe your way to victory in this love letter to classic 3D. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, I usually like to do side content in these kind of games, but if I'm kind of iffy on it, I'll just speedrun it, like with this game, and try to have fun with, like, at least really nailing controls and just busting ass. This one, I can never get to that point. See Actro games? What, like the Kiwi one and all that, or? Someday. Or is that somebody else? Anyways, I'd like to keep streaming, but I also kind of should go to bed. Or get ready to go to bed. Because tomorrow we're going to start Baldur's Gate 3. Goaty. And anytime I'm not doing Baldur's Gate and we're not doing gameplay shit, I'm probably going to start working Armored Core games. Although Armored Core 6 comes out in 2.5 weeks. I don't know with just doing... I mean, with work and then just doing Armored Core at night, if we're going to be able to get through them. We'll see. I might... We'll see how much I like the first gen. I might just do the first Armored Core, then move on to the second one. And if I like the second one, maybe I'll do some more of the second gen. If I don't, I'll maybe do the third gen. See what I think on those, and kind of just keep doing that. So, we'd at least play the 5 numbered ones, but there's like 15 or something. I mean, there's like 3 plus each generation. The thing is, in the 4th and 5th generations of Armored Core, the best ones are the ones that came after the first ones. If I remember right. I think Armored Core 4 Answer is better than just straight out Armored Core. And then Armored Core 5 Verdict, I think, is better than just Armored Core 5. They're not supposed to be very long games. They're hard. We have 13 main games. I'm going to skip Master of Arena because I've heard that one's kind of like whatever. Although it is a sequel to Project Phantasma. If I'm really into Armored Core 1 and Phantasma, maybe I'll do Master of Arena. I think that one is just like... just arena fight. Yeah, Armored Core 2, then there's a 2 Another Age, and then 3 and Silent Line, and then Next, which is supposed to be like the best one. Then Nexus, and then Ninebreaker, and then Formula Front is like the PSP one, which we're not doing. I don't know if Ninebreaker, I think this one is supposed to be bad. There's no story missions. We're skipping that, I think. Formula Front, maybe Master of Arena. And then Armored Core 4 Answer, 5 Verdict Day. The thing is, I think 5 and Verdict Day don't relate well, and it's almost impossible to find these otherwise, so we're gonna have to see. Took you 11 hours, 21 minutes. Yeah, I'll do it. When did it get added to Game Pass? Do we know? That's another thing too, is if anything's gonna leave Game Pass, I need to get those done. I wish they said when these were added to Game Pass, not when they came out. I don't really care when these games come out. I want to know when they fucking came out on Game Pass so I can fucking know, like, what's gonna leave. Like, oh yeah, it came out in 2020. I'm like, yeah, but it's not been on Game Pass for 3 or 4 years. Sort by recently added to Game Pass. It's been on here for a long time because it's at the very fucking bottom. I don't think I'm going to get to Last Call BBS or Shenzhen IO through Game Pass. I'll get to Metal Hellsinger, and I assume the EA Play games aren't going to leave, so I don't have to worry about Alice Madness Returns right away. But yeah, I could do fucking Super Lucky Still. New Super Lucky Still. I really wish they hadn't called it that. Whatever. Those games I don't really want to go to. But I need to get that. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. What is a Lucky Still? Is that a 2D one? Or like some kind of proto something? It's a VR game. Is it a platformer in VR? Sounds like shit. What was I gonna do? I think I'm just gonna turn on some VOD probably here soon. Or watch somebody play Dark and Dark. I'll just do that, man. And then fall asleep. Let's see if I can. I'm in that mode where it's like I just want to stay up, but like I need to keep a schedule since we're playing with Godo for the next like 3 weeks. I'm not good at keeping a schedule, man. I'm always about just adapting and dealing with it. But he's not gonna be able to talk. Like, he's only gonna be on mic till 4 AM. And we're gonna start at like 10. So we're gonna get like 5 or 6 hours of voice. And then I'm gonna need to decide if we just are just gonna play with him not in voice the whole time, or just cut Baldur's Gate 3.5 every day. And then I just crank Armored Core on the side, which maybe I'd rather have him on voice than just silently be in there and typing and stuff, but we'll see how it works. We'll see how it sounds. Yeah, we'll be playing split screen through Parsec. We'll see if my computer fucking fries. I have no idea how hardcore that's gonna be. It ran fine for the 2 seconds I just turned on the game, but streaming Parsec, Baldur's Gate 3 split screen. We'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be long. I mean, I'm gonna just defer to what Godo wants to do playthrough wise. If he doesn't want to like see every single thing, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. We can just chill and do what we do and see what we're feeling about the game. They even said, you know, it's not designed to be a game where they don't want you to see everything. They just want you to kind of have fun journeying, and it's okay to fail rolls and stuff. You're gonna see cool shit, so we'll find out. Another long ass game though, man. I expect it to move very slow, because it's gonna be voiced cutscenes, turn-based combat. Play through like 10 times to see everything, yeah. I imagine they just want it to be very, allow you to express yourself a little bit and have the game react. If you want to do like evil shit or special interesting approaches to things, from the sounds of the interviews, that's, you know, they want the world to kind of respond a bit, which is cool. We'll see if that's the case, but yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've been playing a lot of long ass stuff. I mean, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, I 100%ed. Well, not, I mean, you can't really 100%, but like, I went hard. And Baldur's Gate 2 was like, what, 160 fucking bazillion hours for me? I don't even remember. I'll have to log into my GOG later and find out. But yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah, the Cyberpunk DLC comes out this year too. I might play through Cyberpunk if I get time. It's another long ass fucking game, dude. Now that with the DLC they say it's gonna be all fixed and good, I want to see if that's the set. You know, that's true or not. I mean, like fucking Baldur's Gate. Starfield, like I want like Cyberpunk. 3 long ass fucking games. Cyberpunk's probably not gonna be as long, but if I hate it, I'll just skip half the shit. We'll see, man. And every other game coming out. Yeah, if I watch it, or if I play the game, we'll watch Edge Runners. Because I took a bunch of naps today. Because I slept 4 hours last night. And then I had like a 2-hour nap. And then I had another hour or two nap. Now I'm like, alright, well, here we are. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and try to maybe get some sleep. So, bye-bye, folks. Thank you for watching. We'll be doing Baldur's Gate 3 tonight. The Godosman